The honourable member for Halifax.
Mr. Speaker, despite claims by the Minister of Finance, there are billions of dollars in tax increases in the budget. He should, in fact, read Annex 2 of the budget, a tax on credit unions, on safety deposit boxes, on hospital parking lots. The minister had promised that there wouldn't be tax increases. So why did he let his Minister of Finance contradict him? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, it's the contrary. We know that the NDP is in favour of increasing the GST for all consumers in Canada. They're also in favour of taxing job creators, and they are also in favour of a $21 billion carbon tax. Now, Mr. Speaker, our commitment, and recognized by the OECD is to reduce our deficit. It's hardly surprising to see that backbenchers are going rogue in his party. Mr. Speaker, new tariffs are going to cause a rise in price for all products. And Conservatives are going to use or take, in fact, $5 million from credit unions. They're going to be taking money out of the pockets of people who are sick and who have to go to the hospital. Why didn't the Prime Minister respect his promises? Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, I know full well that the NDP is in favour of taxes in order to fund deficits, but that is not the position of the Canadian people. I know today that the OECD has pointed out that Canada has kept its taxes low, and that is our commitment to Canadians.
The honourable member for Halifax.
I understand why their backbench is frustrated. Answers like that have been frustrating me for quite some time. The truth here is clearly spelled out in black and white on page 331 and 332. Mr. Speaker, this is a make-believe. This isn't a make-believe tax, unlike the kind that the Conservatives love to accuse us of. These are billions in actual new taxes that will impact real people. So with all these half-truths, can't the Prime Minister understand why Canadians are angry and his backbench is frustrated?
Good question.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, we will have a vote on the budget tonight, a budget that has been very well received by Canadians. I know we'll have very strong support on this side of the House. I hope on that side of the House they'll finally give up these attempts to convince people they somehow be better off with higher taxes, somehow be better off at raising tax rates on employers, somehow better off by hiking the GST back up to 7%, somehow better off by making a carbon tax of $20 billion. Mr. Speaker, the OECD and others have recognized that Canada is on the right track, balancing our budget, keeping our debt low, and keeping our taxes down, and that's our